Hello everybody and welcome back to Dante's Game Room. I'm sorry about my voice today, you're going to have to bear with me. But this is actually a video discussing how my process, how I take thumbnails and I take them to the panel. I usually just start my thumbnails out for like per panel. I'll take a piece of copy paper and I will sketch out my idea. Now, if it doesn't have a very descriptive idea, like say in the script, I will design the house myself from the idea that I get from the story. Now, when I do that, I like to, make a thumbnail to design the overall layout of the house. Now, for an establishing shot for your first panel, if you're doing a story. Now, you can take that as a cityscape any way you want. It's all the same, whether you design a cityscape, a house, whatever establishing shot, whatever panel you're doing. I first take, like I said, a printer paper, regular printer paper, regular number 2 Ticonderoga pencils. Put a nice point on them, and I get to work with just a general brainstorming session. I might come up with a couple ideas. I might be happy with the first idea that I come up with because it's something I already thought out or whatever, or planned out. So a lot of times, like when you're doing a panel, don't do what I did or this example that I'm using, because it's a bad example. If you're doing a panel, if it's regular standard 11 by 17 paper like this, usually if you're doing a long panel or a panel like this, see how it's long, it's wider than it is tall. Well, you see how I drew on the paper, how it's taller than it is wide. Well, for me, it really doesn't matter in this particular picture because I just wanted to get the overall basic look of the house. Well, when you do stuff like this, you're not going to be able to fit everything you drew into the paper, or you're going to have to come up with more stuff because there's more paper than there is drawing. So, as you can see, I took this page. I'm going to keep that in there. But yeah, it just came off my little stand thing. But, oh well, what can you do? I really don't care enough to edit it out. As you can tell by my other videos, I really just don't care. But anyway, so I'm just going to hold this for the rest of the time. So as you can see, I just brainstormed a regular old house, like a manufactured home, single family house. I wanted to look a little bit different, and so I kind of created a side door with a little entrance underneath, and with a little enclave, little American flag out there, because got to support the troops, got to support the land that we love. And then I got a little garage protruding from the house, and then I got an angled rest of the house. Now, that's the thumbnail that I started. You don't have to go in as detailed as I did. I'm just used to really quickly. The thumbnail probably took like a minute, or maybe 2. As you can see, it's not real defined or anything like that. But it's just an idea. And, it gives you everything. Now you can come right over here to this panel that I created from that, and you can see it's, a little bit different. But I got my idea across. I was able to transition that thumbnail, as you can see on just printer paper, to 11 by 17 paper to create my panel. Now, I'm going to go into more detail under this, but I just wanted to show you, this I'm not using this. I might use it for something just to create or show other examples, but this isn't actually a comic book I'm working on. It's just something that I want to show you how I create my stuff, and create new videos for you guys. If you have any questions about the comics I draw, how I draw, my method, if you want me to teach you how to draw something in my style, or really a study of somebody else's style, or some of the great artists, please don't hesitate. And if you want to strike up a conversation about art, your favorite comics, please leave a comment down in the comments. And I'm nearing 100 subscribers, and when I do, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I got some autographed books, some other goodies, and sorry, I'm just switching around just so you have different stuff to look at. Once again, the thumbnail and the actual comic book panel paper. But until I get to 100 subscribers, every 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway, big giveaway. And like I said, if you have any questions, you want to get to know more about me and my comic book work, don't hesitate for a second to leave down a comment. You have a question, you want me to cover certain comic book making aspects in videos, or like how I do them. I don't always I work in the traditional way. I also have a digital, like a XP pen digital, thing, but I usually work with traditional tools like pencils, inks, nib pens, sometimes microns. I work with markers, colored pencils, and I'll do touch-ups and lighting effects and stuff like that digitally once I scan them in. But a lot of times I leave that up to other people, because I'm working so much, I'm creating stuff. Sometimes I'll just do the pencils, sometimes I'll just do the pencils and the inks. One thing that really escapes me, I can do it and I can make videos about it, I guess, but really the art of lettering, it's really underrated how important it is to be able to place your bubbles and letter well, and for the flow of the story. Each panel layout really is a different challenge if you approach it in the most intricate way you can. Now, I know that's sometimes not always how it's approached in the comic book industry, because they're always looking for efficiency and turnover rate, how many pieces of art you can produce, how many pages, and I don't work that well. That's why I'm an independent comic book creator. Plus, I've just always been more into independent comics and their stories and the weird and wacky stuff. I'm more of a cartoonist, so I can do cartoon stuff and comic book stuff. Tell me what you want me to talk about, so I don't have to guess. I'd love to entertain you guys with any way I can. If you want me to talk about my wrestling career, I'm even willing to open up about that a little bit, to a certain extent. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I will talk about it. As you can see, I'm currently, I have mixed feelings about what the industry's become, but hopefully it will get back to its roots and evolve appropriately instead of nichely, because I'm one of those things, unities, working together instead of, it's hard to explain, but anyway, I digress. Tell me what you want me to talk about. But until next time, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon if you want to be notified whenever we go live with a new video. And like I said, leave a comment. I answer every comment personally. Don't hesitate to ask me anything. So until next time, have a good day. Dante's Game Room out. Bye-bye.